I do not like fear-mongering and I don't like clickbait. So I'm going to be honest, I have not watched a lot of yarn-related videos about the Joann's closing. And I just want to introduce the first episode in a series I am going to call Quick and Uncut, where I just talk about something real super quick with minimal editing. And I thought the Joann's bankruptcy would be the perfect example of this. So I have only watched videos by financial people. I have not been watching craft videos because it is a sensational topic, and the problem with this is, number one, it creates a lot of fear of scarcity in all of us. I know I am guilty of that too. But the other thing is that, you know, a lot of us crafty people may not have financial backgrounds, may misinterpret things, may not fully understand them. And I think that that leads to kind of a game of telephone where if you're as old as I am, you would have played this. You know, one person says something and it gets altered a little bit each time by not understanding until it gets to the point where it is not correct information at all. So here's what I can tell you about the Joann bankruptcy. Yes, many companies have faced Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This is a restructuring. This is a strategic move to avoid going out of business. Joann's is 80 years old approximately, and it is a public traded company. Now, Hobby Lobby and Michaels are not publicly traded. They are privately owned, and that's what Joann is trying to restructure to. So they are currently a company traded on the stock market. All of their financials are available to the public to find out. People can buy and sell stock in that company. Right now, their stock is doing terrible, and what they are wanting to do is get private investors to buy out that debt, and so they can become a privately owned company. There are other companies that have done this in the past, and other companies have not done well filing Chapter 11. A lot of times it is the beginning of the end for companies, and I think that's why so many of us are worried and scared about this. But here is what I can tell you, and this isn't me talking. I watched a whole bunch of financial videos on this. One of the main differences is that Joann's is a crafting sewing niche. So let's think about a company that went out of business, and if you're as old as me, you would have remembered the store KB Toys, and they went out of business. So a company like that, where online sales really overtook the need for any physical store. Sears had a major problem with that. You know, you look at these items in these stores that can all be bought off of Amazon, off of Walmart, places that have a massive volume and can sell them much cheaper. But what we're dealing with here is a niche. While yes, we all do like yarn shopping and some fabric shopping online, but when you're looking especially at the fabric portion, a lot of people want to go in store for that. So it's kind of in a different category as some of those other retailers that have filed Chapter 11 and gone out of business. So this gives me hope that this could be different. And I'm going to hold out that good hope. I'm going to send good vibes their way. But when you look at the differences between Joann and Hobby Lobby and Michaels, and I'm not going to speak that much about Michaels here because I don't have one near me, so I have really only been in them limited times. I don't have a lot of experience, but when you look at the differences, they are structured quite a bit differently. The merchandise they sell, how they sell it, is all been quite a bit different. Joann's has gone, I would say, in a direction. Now, this is, like it or not, I'm not saying one of these is better, but when you look at Hobby Lobby, who has really focused kind of on one demographic of people, with a lot of the products they sell that meet up with their core values. And whether or not Joann's has done that, Joann has gone a lot more progressive with a lot of the merchandise that they sell. So when they're selling these items and it's coming in, you know, they're paying for it, and when no one buys it in a geographic area and it ends up going on clearance for like 90% off or more, or what happens to it if nobody buys it, you know, those are all things at a loss. So, you know, whether or not that's something maybe Joann should have researched and strategically sent different products to different geographic areas based on demographics, who knows? I am not a CEO, so I certainly, you know, can't make those decisions, or I don't want to be like an armchair quarterback for them. But that's something I saw a lot in my rural Iowa store, is products that just were not selling because it really just did not fit the demographics of people there. And that could just be one of many, many issues at hand here. Now, I know that in my area, when I say like my Joann, it's about 45 minutes to an hour from me. And that town also has a Hobby Lobby. That's it. The next Joann is an hour south of me. So, I mean, I looked it up, and in Iowa, I believe there was only like 6 or 7 Joann in the whole state. So they're just in larger cities. And when I was talking with Claire from Woodshed Theory, because she had a Joann go out of business near her and she got some amazing deals, you know, we looked it up, and I think there was like 147 Joanns in California where she lives. So, you know, if you are in one of those places where there is an abundance of Joanns, yes, you may be looking at stores going out of business in order to keep the company alive. So I hope this helps. I hope this gives you confidence and faith in Joann, and I hope you continue to shop there. I know I still will. I hope you enjoyed this quick and uncut, minimal cuts episode, and I can't wait to talk yarn again with you soon. Bye, guys.